I think I'm live. This is a test. My husband, oh, bless his heart, he's going to help me evaluate some baby bunnies. They're 8 weeks old this week. So they're going to get tattoos, and we got to figure out who's boys and who's girls. And anyway, I'll try to do this live again later this afternoon when he gets home. He's kind of shy on the camera, so we'll work that out. But anyway, I want to do a couple of things real quick. One, to test this, because I don't know what I'm doing. And two, I want to show off my new room. It's a work in progress. It used to be my very first bunny barn, so I call it the Red Barn. It's a red shed. It was moved from the river, years ago. I'll have to ask hubby when, but when they were getting ready to put the dams in, they moved a lot of homes up off the river, up a little higher, and this kind of, I think, came with something. Anyway, it's old, it's decrepit, but shoot. Look at my husband. He's put, I have water in here, of course, when the bunnies were here, and I have electrical outlets. And we just put up plywood and painted it. It's super bright in here. But look what else I got in here. Underneath that plastic, that's my carder machine. I have not used it. I've had it almost a year now. Oh my God. I went to this gal's home and we played with it. She showed me how to use it, and it's been in hibernation, but we're about ready to kick it on. Take the plastic off. I got some shelves, look at that, and some yarn up there. And look what else I have. This is my, I'm calling it Bamboozled Boucle, because I don't know, it just came to me. I was doing the Google search and bamboozled. Oh my God, that's what it is. It's gorgeous yarn. Look at that. It's a boucle. I don't know if it's focusing. Woo, that's too close. You can tell I don't know what I'm doing, but look at that. It's beautiful. I have this love for boucle, you know, thick and thin texture. I love it. Anyway, this Facebook group that I belong to, they have, most of them are weavers, so they have wholesale prices on deals, and they get it for themselves and anybody else. It's like a group order, and this came out and it's like, oh God, it's really cheap and it's beautiful. Well, once we got it, there's some inconsistencies in it. Some of the boucle is missing, basically, from what pictures. I haven't seen it in my stuff yet, but see that bumpy? That's the bamboo from rayon, or rayon from bamboo. I gotta be careful on how I market it. It's not bamboo, it's rayon, but it's bamboo. And the binding thread is cotton. So some of the bamboo is missing in some strips. Well, I've been using it, and I haven't seen it yet. So I'm passing on a really good deal to people. If you want to buy a cone of it, it's in a 4-pound cone. It's actually 5 pounds. 1 pound I'm counting as the cone. 4 pounds of yarn. These cones are huge. Look, I should take the plastic off. I've been packing this in the car the last few days so I can knit up a sample. It's huge. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And so I'm knitting up this sample. I have a beginners group on Facebook. A couple of my oh God, my needles came out. I'll have to fix that. Anything can happen live, right? Jeez. Well, anyway, I've been playing with this really easy lace pattern, and what size needle to use. One of my favorite yarn store owners, Sarah, she had a little video on a knit camp through Marie Green and secrets of your local yarn store. It was fabulous. One of the tidbits is she always, when she gets a new yarn in, she knits a sample. And she starts with what's suggested and goes one size lower on the needle size than the size that they recommend, and then one size up. And you can do more. Yeah. And you kind of get a feel of what kind of fabric it's going to make, kind of what tickles your fancy, especially if you're a designer. I mean, this is size 8, and this hasn't been blocked yet. And look at those picots. I'm crazy about picots. Jeez. And then I go up to size 9, and then I landed on size 10, and that's kind of where I kind of like 10. It's nice and open, and it's not too heavy, and oh yeah, it's pretty, very pretty. And I've been dyeing some. I have no idea what I'm doing, none whatsoever. But look how pretty this is. Some forest green. I've been dyeing my Angora for quite some time. And of course that's animal-based protein. This is all cellulose, so it's different. You don't use heat. It's a good thing because it's cold out. But you use lots of water and lots of rinsing. This is going to be a nightmare to unravel. It's my yarn windy little counter that my beautiful husband helped make me. Didn't work. Well, I think it was my fault because I got too anxious and comfortable and I started winding a bit too fast, and I think it skipped. So this is supposed to be 400 yards. I think it's more like 6 or 8. Oh my god, it's a lot. And look at this. This colorway is called Wisconsin Yellow. No, Wisconsin Camo. Now, if anybody's from Wisconsin and you can tell me why this is called Wisconsin Yellow or Wisconsin Camo, I would imagine you have trees and leaves this color. I'd like to know because I'm kind of curious that way. And this is supposed to be some sort of yellow. And what I did is I wanted semi-variegated. And I had too much water. It was sitting in about 1 inch or 2 of water. I should have wrung it out and hand painted it, but I didn't. So I put like a half a teaspoon, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon in different spots and didn't do much with it. Well, look, it's really light and that pretty little spots here. That's pretty crazy. And then I got to looking and I said, oh God, did I screw up? Look, there's even a red spot there. That is really weird. I don't know if you can, there's a red spot. And then there's green spots. Now, is that part of the gold? Jeez Louise, I have no idea. Or maybe I had some forest green on my gloves and accidentally touched it. Yeah, that could have happened. I'm learning as I go. I think what I'll do, unless I do a multicolored skein, which I want to do some hand painting. But if I'm going to do a kind of a solid color again, I won't screw around with other colors at the same time. I'll do all one color for that batch. Change gloves and change my equipment. And then, yeah, because going from this to this to this to this, yeah, I was just too excited though. It's like I had to try to dye it. The girls that were dyeing it and showing pictures, it's just so pretty. And it's so wet and cold out here. Anyway, that's all I had for you today. If I'm looking like this, is because I can't see. I should get bifocals, but My glasses are to see far, so I can see the speed limit signs. You know, the red signs, they're pretty obvious. That means like stop. And the yellow signs are like caution. So you slow down or you be careful. Speed limit signs, 55 or 25. Yeah, these help with that. Don't let my husband know. But I can't read with them, so anytime I need to read the screen, I move my glasses up so I can see, and I look like this weird old lady. I guess I am. That's okay. It fits. Anyway, I just posted on my website this new bamboozled yarn. I have a price for $12 for 400 yards. Oh my God. And I'm still making a little bit, you know, for my time and shipping and whatnot. $400 yards for $12. Not bad. And if you want to get crazy and make a blanket, I'll sell you this spool. I will. Now, because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't have a process yet, it'll be a little while before I post colors on my website, but I am doing it. And yardage obviously will vary. This might be 800, I don't know. It's a lot if I ever get it untangled. And this is more like 400. But my husband, he was like, he's so precious. He was on the internet last night. And so what do I get for Christmas? I get a yarn counter. We both looked at it. He hollered at me he was in the computer room. Wife, come look at this. So I went down and looked at it. Yep. And then when he bought it, I got the little notification, because with all the credit cards and hackers are just like crazy out there, I get this little ding anytime you buy something. So that was like a happy ding. I'll get a yarn counter that hopefully will work really well, and I won't go really fast. I'll just like sip my tea or coffee, have a good time. Anyway, if this works well, I'm going to try it again this afternoon, go live, and we'll have some 2-month-old, 8-week-old giant babies evaluating. I have a few chestnuts, 1 white, and a couple of blacks. I need my husband's second eye, because as I went through them this morning, they were all getting their little toenails trimmed and a little fluff. They're waiting outside. They're going to get their first introduction to the blower. That's sometimes scary for them, but they'll have a lifetime of getting blown. It helps to separate the little fibers so they don't mat. And then I also like to blow them out just before I harvest the wool. That cleans out all that dander, so you have nice clean wool and it's easy to shear. So they'll have a lifetime of being in front of that blower machine. So they might as well get used to it now. So that's what I'll be doing here shortly too. Thanks, you guys. Have a good one. And check out my new Bamboozled Boucle, because I have a ton of it. I can't knit it all. Well, I could, but I have Angora yarn too. A lot. Oh, God. Having fun. You guys have a great Christmas. See you later. I'm going to play with some baby bunnies. I don't know what I'm doing. Stop there. In